Secrets of Science.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Secrets of Science. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Nefarious. I'm currently a college student studying to get my PhD in environmental science, but I am one of the leading researchers at the Global Sustainability Institution. And today, our secret is we're trying to uncover, is fossil fuels or renewable energy sources better for our environment, and what's going to help us long term? So let's get started. Okay, so let's talk about energy today. Currently, fossil fuels are dominating our economy still. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, about 60% of U.S. energy consumption comes from fossil fuels, coal, natural gases, petroleum, and other gases. About 19% of that is nuclear energy, and 21% is renewable energy. Now, we've used fossil fuels for more than a century. I mean, they're dense and powerful, and infrastructure is already in place for them. But just because we've used them for so long does not mean we have to continue to use them. I mean, change is good, am I right? So let's talk about cost and competition.
Cost and competition.
Okay, a major reason fossil fuels have been around for so long is cost. I mean, historically, they are cheaper from abundant reserves and well established infrastructures and the Industrial Revolution, of course, but this isn't the history class. We don't need to get into that. But all those things are changing. According to the International Renewable Energy Agency, energy costs have dropped drastically from the last decade, especially solar and wind. PV solar electricity costs have dropped 85% from 2010 to 2020. I mean, that's not a small dip. And imagine how it is now 5 years later. This just shows how renewable energy sources, they're becoming more available and inexpensive. But now that we have the cost out of the way, what about our climate and our cleanliness? Let's talk about that.
Environmental impact.
Whether it wants to be addressed or not, there is an environmental impact with these energy sources, specifically fossil fuels. I mean, you don't have to be super deep into climate science to see the visible effects that fossil fuels are having on our environment. I mean, more extreme weather, rising sea levels, and hotter summers. According to NOAA scientists, the global average atmospheric carbon dioxide level was 419.3 parts per million in 2023, reaching an all-time high of more than 2 parts per million per year. It's 2 years later, so I don't know how that is now. And if you didn't know, CO2 and other greenhouse gases are very bad for pollutants and our lungs. And when burning fossil fuels, a lot of those greenhouse gases are released. So it raises some questions. Even though fossil fuels are good now, in the long run, are they really worth it? How's our environment going to be if we continue to pollute the air and burn these fossil fuels? Okay, some may say that the fossil fuel industry supports millions of jobs, and they're not wrong. I mean, that's very important. People's jobs. In this economy, we need jobs, but also the clean air, they support jobs, and that industry is growing rapidly. According to the International Energy Agency, it shows that renewable energy jobs surpassed 12 million worldwide in 2021, and they are expected to keep growing further. So it's not a thing about choosing jobs or no jobs, it's a decision about where those jobs are going to move to.
Reliability.
Another argument against renewable energy sources is reliability. What do we do when the sun doesn't shine?
World's brightest.
You are my sunshine.
Or the wind doesn't blow? This is known as the duck curve problem. The duck curve is a graph that's shaped like a duck, and it measures the daily energy consumption and demand. And the duck curve problem is basically that our energy need, like the demand and the actual energy that we have, is not so well. Like when it's cloudy or nighttime, that's when we need energy the most, but that's when we have it the less. Duck.
Quack.
So, what can we do about this duck curve problem? The energy is the energy. The energy. The answer. Oh my gosh. So, what can we do about the duck curve problem? The answer is storage, and energy storage technology is rapidly growing. The U.S. Department of Energy predicts major growth in grid scale batteries that can store solar and wind power. This allows renewable energy sources to be reliable even when the weather is not cooperating. So, where does that leave us? I mean, fossil fuels, they're powerful, widely used, and established, but renewables are catching up fast. They're becoming more inexpensive, cleaner, and their technology is evolving rapidly. So maybe the real question isn't which one's better. Maybe the question is which one will bring us sustainability faster and better? Which one's gonna help and not hurt our environment? And what's good in the long run? So maybe you'll figure out this secret. Thanks for listening. I'm Dr. Nefarious, and I'll see you next time on Secrets of Science. Bye!
Thanks for watching.